You are sitting on a gold mine right now if you're not taking part in TikTok Shop affiliate. Imagine if you started Amazon FBA 10 years ago. You'd be having a multi-million pound business right now if you stuck at it. Imagine if you invested in Facebook 20 years ago or any social media platform. You would be a very, very rich man right now. And it's the exact same thing right now with TikTok Shop, and you don't have long. You have a specific window from maybe 1 to 3 years to which you can rinse TikTok Shop affiliate and make a boatload of money. And I'm being serious, you can make some serious money right now without having need to buy any inventory, without needing to own any brands, literally you just having your mobile phone, getting it out and creating videos. How crazy is that? Who would have ever have thought that this could be the situation that we live in today? Now, I'm going to be talking in this video a little bit about how you can get started with TikTok Shop affiliates, but it's going to be very, very basic information. And we do have a group, a free group, which is down below, which you can go ahead and join and ask whatever questions you need. It's basically just like a community for support, right? So, first things first, if you're watching this from the UK, you're going to need around 1,000 followers on TikTok. And if you're in the US, you're going to need about 5,000, so I believe. Now, do you have to generate them followers all by yourself? Ideally, yes, but you can buy your TikTok accounts, which not a lot of people know about, right? You can literally just buy a TikTok account with 1,000 followers and just start printing from there. Why not do that sometimes, right? But I would urge you to try and get this 1K followers all by yourself, right? Main reason, this is only for you that are new, should I say. Because if you're new to TikTok Shop and you don't really know much about posting videos, then you buying 1,000 followers and trying to do TikTok Shop videos isn't going to be particularly valuable to like a brand, for example, because you're just going to be a rookie, a newbie in a sense, and you're not going to generate any sales for yourself and also not generate any sales for the brand. So you want to learn how you can do things. Now, how are things generally structured? You want to see how things are generally structured. So you want to be creating videos, right? What kind of videos, you may ask? It could be any videos. For example, we have a few brands, and let's say if you want to deep dive into, you're into health and fitness and you want to promote supplements, right? Nice and easy, you can start promoting things about health, right? These are the top 3 hacks, this, that, and the other to become healthy. That's so fucking basic, Jesus Christ. Are you a business owner and you want to optimize your brain to make the most amount of money? I'm just making these up off the top of my head, right? But let's say if you want to deep dive into health and then you want to promote supplements, okay? So the first thing that we are doing, okay, is we're trying to generate followers, okay? That's if you're not buying them. So if you're just trying to generate followers, you're just trying to generate so much views, as much views as humanly possible. And you're not going to be worrying about selling products at this certain point. So you're really going to be trying to focus on trying to hook people in. And you're going to be doing this when you're on the shop videos as well. So I'm just going to merge them together actually, because yeah, I was going to do 2 separate things, but I'm going to merge them together. I was going to do 2 separate ways, but at the end of the day, you always want to be trying to hook people in. I'm not even sure if you can see this, to be honest, but I'm just going to speak. You want to be trying to hook people in, right? The hook is the most important thing you can ever think of. And now, what do you want to be doing when you're trying to hook people in? You want to be sparking emotion. You want to be creating controversy. There's like numerous things which I will actually put on a document as well. So sparking an emotion, creating controversy. So that, for example, if you're creating controversy, it's going to stop the scroll. Ultimately, people are there sat on their phone all day long, just like this, and it takes a split second for them to just skip past your video. So you need to be hooking them in with controversy, sparking emotion in them, or various other things as well, okay? And this is broken down into 3 different ways of hooking people in, and you need to incorporate all 3 of these things, okay? Super important. So I mentioned the hook, sparking emotion, right? This is from your audible hook. This is from you speaking, yeah? You speaking and saying something, okay? So let's say if we're trying to spark emotion in somebody, what's somebody's pain points, for example? Let's say if they want to lose some weight, okay? And they are fairly old, they've been overweight for a while. What happens when you've been overweight for a while? Your joints start to hurt, maybe in your knees because you're carrying around a lot of weight. You can mention something about that. And I do mean very specific things like this. Are you sick and tired of your joints hurting from this, that, and the other? You're talking to a very specific person here, and you're hooking them in and creating emotion, okay? You're creating emotion here. So there you are. People are hooked in audibly there. So the second one then you then have is the visual hook. So visual hook, again, you want to be trying to create emotion somehow, or create a controversy, or just stopping the scroll, okay? So you can get very creative with visual hooks. It can just be a case of me coming in and out. Hey guys, not hey guys, but are you sick and tired of this, that, and the other? Something to do with that, right? You can be dressed as something. You can be out in public. Doing videos in supermarkets works extremely well, where even just people are walking past you and you're in a public environment and filming, right? This is extremely good as well. There's numerous things that you can do in terms of a visual hook, even if it's just you moving and speaking. That is a visual hook in itself. Are you on a beach? I'm in my office now, very boring, very bland, but let's say if I was in a supermarket making videos of some sweets, for example, then it would be a lot better, right? It would hook people in a lot better. Next one is the text hook, which is text on screen, which is going to be related to what you're speaking about, okay? And again, you want to make this somewhat different to what you are saying, okay? It's going to be the same sort of point which you're trying to get across, but it's going to be in another format to sort of hooking people in, okay? So again, going back to the, let's say weight, for example, you would be having something not completely different, but like different, right? So let's say let's say if we're trying to do the overweight example, looking to lose weight, you could say sick and tired of, like this is pretty extreme, right? And you know, maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't do this, but let's say you put on the screen, you sick and tired of being fat, and then you say like a mean word. Like this is an extreme example. It's a text on screen, and you're sick and tired of being a fat, whatever, right? This could be possible. And then the next one is the audible hook. You're saying something very, very similar, and then the visual hook could be, I don't know, somebody fat, right? You're just recording somebody fat. I don't know, not a random person, of course. I'm not going to be doing that. But yeah, these are the types of things that you want to be focusing on first, the hook. And you're trying to create so much emotion and just simply just stop the scroll. The next is the sort of, you want to, every single moment in time, all the way till you get to the end of the video, you always want to focus on the hook. And they're called micro hooks. You always want to be hooking people in to one specific thing, and that is the grand payoff. So if I just put pay off here, you always want to be, people are watching a video for one thing. So what's in it for them, basically? What benefit are they going to get out of this video, and what do they actually want? Okay, so you're going to be hooking people in all the way to this. So the biggest mistake that people make is create the hook, which is fantastic for 3 to 5 seconds. That's the most important part. But another very important part about TikTok Shop videos is retention and keeping people on your videos all the way to the end so they can get the payoff, and you can do a call to action for them to go and buy your product, which is what you want them to do, right? So hook, you always want to kind of keep hooking people in, okay, to this grand payoff. So if I just said, are you sick and tired of being unhealthy? You need to eat fruit. That's just the payoff straight away, right? Whereas we can go to hook, we can create a hook around stop being unhealthy, this, that, and the other, which I'm not going to think of right now. And then we can get onto facts and figures potentially. We can get onto, how your life could be in 15 years if you carry on this way, scientific studies, visual examples of what people are like, feedback and things like this. Not just saying that you need to eat fruit, for example. You would be saying all of this stuff, creating even more emotion, and then also hooking people in more and more and more. And you want to be saying the thing that you want to say as far in the video as possible. And there's some very, very good examples of this which I can try and attach to this video, right? The payoff must be last, right? Now, I've got a brand actually, which is it's like a jaw trainer, right? It's a chewing gum, okay? Now, what I did in there is I really focused on people who wanted to improve their looks, okay? So they wanted to perhaps get a better jawline. And why do they want to get better looking, right? So they can attract more women. So you really need to, whatever product that you want to promote, whoever you want to speak to, you really want to understand who they are and what their goals are, right? Or what their pain points are and what their achievements are. So I really deep dive into it, and I knew that they wanted to get better looking. Why? Because they wanted to attract more women. Why? So they can find love, so they could find a partner. So creating a hook around love is fantastic, right? Or are you sick and tired of women not giving you the attention that you truly want or truly need? That's a good hook, isn't it, for a guy specifically? You're speaking to a specific person and you're speaking about a specific pain point of theirs, right? Then you could go on to how would you feel if you found, how would you feel if you could, well, let me think. How would you feel if the roles were reversed and, you know, they were giving you all the attention that you ever wanted? How would you feel then? Well, it starts at one place, you improving yourself. Now, how can you improve yourself? A lot of people didn't even know that you can actually train your face and train your jaw, and having a good jawline is one of the best looking attractive qualities, and it's done by a study. I showed the study on the computer. Is one of the best things that women look at, one of the most attractive things that women look at, and you can actually improve it. How, you may ask? From chewing this. Bang. I've just spoke for 30 seconds, only then I'm showing my product, okay? Hopefully that example, but that was a lot better example, right? I didn't say the gum, I didn't say it was gum. I only said you could improve your jaw and your face after like 15, 20 seconds, and then I went into using the gum, right? Okay, I'm just waffling here, to be honest. I'm going on tangents, but I'm hoping you're getting some sort of value from it. So, at the end of the day, I started this video to be, I've literally forgotten why I started this video. Crazy, I'm not gonna cut it either. So, you're new to TikTok Shop Affiliate, you wanna generate views and you wanna generate sales, you're really gonna want to focus on the hook and then the grand payoff at the end, creating micro hooks, and you're really gonna wanna try and spark emotion, create controversy, and ultimately stop people from scrolling, okay? So, now that you've got 1,000 followers, you've followed this video, you've been thinking about hooks and things like this, perhaps you're in our brand ambassador group, perhaps you're in our free group, whatever. What do you do from there? What do you do from there? Consistency is key, okay? So, you're not gonna you can do all this, what I just said there, and you can generate lots and lots of views, and you can generate lots and lots of sales, of course. But consistency is gonna be your best friend, right? So if you just do one video, don't expect to get loads and loads of sales. It's like with anything, right? You wanna be trying to post 2 to 3 videos a day, and it's super easy, right? Super easy. If you're a TikTok Shop affiliate, there's thousands of products on the TikTok platform, which you can literally just promote. And when you start to prove yourself, you can even get them products for free. You can get free samples of people. Right now, you may have to buy them, right? If you're just starting out with TikTok Shop affiliates, you want to promote, for example, this mic, you want to see how good it is and stuff like this, and you want to create videos and you want to do comparison videos. Comparison videos are very good, by the way, very good. You want to do comparison videos between this mic and a wired £2 mic off Amazon. Then you may have to buy this product, unless you're a very good affiliate and you proved yourself by being consistent and generating real good views and real good sales, just general across the board. Because what will happen, for example, if you are, if you're trying to sell a product, right, you can request free samples off a brand, but they're going to look at your profile and be like, this guy's not doing amazing, like he's okay, like he's not very consistent, he's not generating a lot of sales, this, that, and the other, right? So you need training, you need to be consistent, right? So we have a free community, so if you just check it out down below, it's a Facebook community where you can post anything you want, you can network with other affiliates, other brand owners as well, so check that out down below. And we also have a paid ambassadors program as well, which is down below. It's only like £49 a month, but this will fast track you, basically. This will fast track you into becoming a success with TikTok Shop Affiliate. We'll actually give you partnered brands, some of our brands. We'll show you what's working right now. We'll give you resources, things to actually speak about in terms of our brand, how to hook people in. We'll give you training. We'll give you weekly coaching calls as well, so we can review your videos and give you sort of step-by-step mentoring, closer-knit mentoring, and things like this. So check that out down below if that's what you're interested in. And I'm just trying to think of any more sort of tips that I can give. Public videos are amazing. If you can get out and do videos in public, they're so good. So good. Videos out in public are amazing. One of my best viewed videos, 1.5 mil, I think it is, and that's in a shop, me speaking about just some gum, like it's crazy. It's crazy. Friends as well, props, things like this. So for example, let's say if you are speaking about a product, maybe get the competitor's product as well and say why yours is better, and then maybe throw the competitors in the bin, like this, that, and the other. Like loads of things that you can think about. But we talk about a lot of this in our free group and also the paid one specifically as well. So if you want a chance to partner with us, click on one of them 2 links down below. Obviously, I'm going to lead you towards the paid one because I think it's friggin' so good. So damn good and so valuable We'll give you exclusive samples. We're going to gamify things. If you're our best performing affiliate, right, and you generate X amount in revenue in a single month, and we will buy you a MacBook Pro for free. We'll buy you an iPhone, the brand new iPhone, for free. There's tiers, obviously, and certain goals that you've got to meet, but we'll buy that for you, give it you for free, because one, you're helping us. Two, that will help you generate more videos, for not just for us, but for other people as well. And three, it will help you make more money for yourself. And ultimately, more money for your family and build wealth for yourself, right? So, I hope this video has been somewhat useful. And yeah, I will see you around.